besser.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
You make me feel so good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's showtime.
She said she doesn't hear me anymore, but she said now she can't hear any music.
Your radio never sounded better.
Make it last forever. I believe, make it last. We can make it last forever. Don't you believe, make it last? That we can make it last forever. Oh, I want you to believe. We can make it last forever.
what? Going next.
Oh no, it's fine. I don't know how she's listening, but it was coming through fine everywhere I checked. Huh? She said she couldn't hear it, but when I went on like speaker and other places, it was fine. So it might just be her laptop. I don't know how she's listening. It was fine. I checked everything. It was fine.
Tiny got the secret laptop.
I mean, she's getting kicked off Facebook and stuff. So.
Oh, how you get kicked off Facebook? Oh, hilarious.
All right, welcome back.
Maya Akai and friend her on Facebook.
Social media is bringing us all closer together.
The Maya Akai Show. Radio never looks so good.
And I'm gonna retweet this.
Welcome back to the Maya Akai Show. That's right. Like Homer said, radio never looks so good.
It looks fabulous.
All right, that was the Rob G Midday Mix. Once again,
woke up
you threw a
like
couple
this.
things there I've never heard before, Rob. I guess your
You're getting
music
down
knowledge
today.
is quite expansive.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good stuff.
Get your groove on.
All right, it is 1:20 here in Chicago as you are tuned in to the Maya Akai Show with myself, Maya Akai, and Nikki Braden.
What's up, y'all?
You might be tuned in via Smooth 90.5 FM HD radio. That means you have an HD radio. So don't go to 95.5 because guess what? You'll be listening to
Opera.
Or maybe you are tuned in via Sirius XM. It's channel 432. But it's okay because if you don't have those wonderful subscription-based things,
We got all kind of ways.
we got it all covered. You can always listen to us as we stream live online, either via Live 365, iHeartRadio.com, or if you want to watch and listen, you can always go to the station website, WGSradio.com. I think I left something
You
out.
left 7 letters out.
I did.
Do it again.
WGSJBCRadio.com.
There you go. There you got it.
LMP. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, and you can watch via live stream, or of course you can always listen that way too. Click and it takes you to Live 365. So different kinds of ways you can get connected. If you just
But
go to
you
my,
can find us.
yes, but you can just go to my Facebook page and click on the links, and boom, it takes you right there.
She makes it easy.
You
Don't
choose
go to
which
my
way
page.
you want. Right? Yeah, she don't have nothing.
Nothing
Or
wrong.
you're supposed to be like, I'm tagging you in this. You're supposed to just like it and it should drop into your page. So we got to get your Facebook.
We got to get it together.
Look, put the
I need a
Instagram
person.
down. Put your Instagram
Okay.
down.
All right.
That's the problem. You over the Instagram. Can't get it.
I like it.
All right. So, like I said, that was the Rob G Midday Mix. And we are moving into the... When people do good things, we don't talk about enough. So we put together a segment called Random Acts of Kindness. Where we kind of
Yes.
salute the people who are doing the small things that matter. Not so much the big things. We talk about some of the big things too. But you know what? We always hear a lot of doom and gloom and not enough good thumbs up stuff. So this is the Random Acts of Kindness. Then we'll get into a Healthy You. A couple different things there that are interesting forms of conversation, especially one of them.
Yeah, I
I'll be
can't
curious your feedback on that.
Yeah, okay.
The second one I told you about.
Uh-huh.
But let's first get into Random Acts of Kindness.
Let's
So,
do that.
I mean, not surprising that, obviously what happened in Charleston, South Carolina, that eventually people are going to start to pour out in more ways than one to show their support. Well, Carolina Panthers owner, Jerry Richardson, their football team, pretty much announced in a letter on Friday that his organization was donating $100,000 in honor of the victims of the Charleston, South Carolina shooting on Wednesday. So pretty much, he said in a letter that he actually wrote specifically to Mother Emanuel Hope Fund, that's tied to the church, that he was going to set up a fund for them. He sent this letter to the Charleston mayor, Joseph P. Riley, because he wanted to provide financial support to the families, because, funeral expenses can be quite absorbent.
Sure.
So what he wants to happen with the $100,000 is he wants $10,000 to go to each family of the 9 victims, and then for the remaining $10,000 to go to the Emanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church, and create like a memorial to honor the victims.
That's very nice.
Pretty much he immediately stepped up to this, and I think it's good because funerals are very costly.
They really are.
I mean, it's sad that on your exit out, it's like sometimes families
can't afford it.
because honestly, funerals can be
$5,000
$5,000 and up.
Caskets are like $5,000, and
that's why burial insurance, honestly, is important. I know it's an afterthought for most people, but if they realize the cost of funerals to bury your loved one, I mean, you're already stressed as it is. The last thing you want to think about is, how can I afford to give you what I want you to have as I send you on?
Right.
And I think that was so kind of someone
nice.
to step up and say, hey, let me help you try to deal with this. And hopefully that $10,000 will cover that and, get done. So I thought that was something nice. He stepped up immediately knowing that was going to be an issue.
Yes, that was very nice, very thoughtful. We love these kind of stories, feel-good stories. Start the week off. I like it.
What is your random?
I have one as well. This happened in Texas. There's a little cafe called the West Side Cafe in Fort Worth, Texas. And there's a couple that comes in, and I guess they're a repeat customer. And so the couple came in, and the waitress remembered them, and she started a conversation, and she was all like, oh, what happened to your baby? Because they had a baby the last time they came, and so now it was just them, and they were alone, and they were like, oh, she passed away 4 weeks ago. And she said she felt so bad, she didn't know what to say, and she felt horrible. So she said she tried to give them the best customer service that she could, because we're talking about customer service today, and then she paid their bill. And so she left them a note, and she said, your ticket has been paid for, we're extremely sorry for your loss, God bless you, and then left them a note until she picked up the tab. I think that was really nice.
That was really, really nice of her.
Yes.
Especially she was caught off guard, didn't know, and you hear something,
and then
you
you
go,
feel so terrible. You're like, oh goodness. So she paid the bill. I thought that was a nice story.
That's a nice. Like I said, we don't hear enough of that kind of stuff. And I've actually
and there's small things. Sometimes something so small can make someone's day.
I'm gonna tell you what's kind of interesting. I have been involved in about 2 or 3 times pay it forward with people.
I have too.
And unsuspectingly.
I did at Starbucks once.
Starbucks was one.
I was in line, and then when I got there, she was like, oh, your order's been taken care of by the person in front of you. And so then it was like, pay for the person behind you. I was like, well, what did they order? Because mine was only $4.32. If they got a $12 tab, I'm just going to...
That's just wrong. That you're like...
I'm like, what do they got?
And does it, did it exceed what my budget was
exactly
to be here at Starbucks?
Right. I had a $4.32 budget. If they got a $12 tab, I'm like, I'm going to have to pass on that.
I'm putting 4 on it. That's what I'm doing. If you got a 12. Hey, but that can happen. Like, say it's lunchtime.
Right.
We were just talking about how Starbucks has a wonderful menu.
They do.
So you could easily spend $9 or $10.
Yes, you can easily.
Getting a drink and something to eat.
Yeah, so sometimes they're paying it forward. Yeah.
Yeah, you paying it forward already.
Sometimes it doesn't work. It's uneven, but it's a nice thought.
So I've had that at Starbucks. I also had it I was at McDonald's.
Oh, really?
Which I thought that was risky too. But luckily I said, they paid for me. Well, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. I think that's a really cool thing.
What? It doesn't happen as much, but I remember when tolls, because of the iPass, but people used to do it in toll. Like, everybody would pay the toll, so you get there and they're like, oh, they already paid, and then you just keep going, so you would pay.
And that's how you know. For as much doom and gloom in the world, there are still people that really care and want to do, it's the small things. And sometimes, here's what's crazy. Something like that really kind of takes you, like, you don't expect it. So it
makes your day.
It makes your day. You smile.
Yes.
You're like, oh, wow, thank you. I didn't expect that.